Yeah, so the first thing you want to do is open up Zen. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. You're going to want to try to find a piano in Zen and just make sure the release knob is down so that it chops off. One way you can do this is just by starting with the simple chords. Add like sevenths to your chords because it makes them jazzier, and Frizk is very into jazz. So once you've figured out a main chord progression, you can then fill in the blank space with decoration notes, I guess you can call them. And the jazzier the better, I guess. You don't really need to know a ton of music theory to do shit like this. As you can see, this is literally just an X of notes. Like, it's literally just arbitrary. Kind of center everything else around the chords. For example, the bass would literally just be the bass notes of the chords. Here, of course, I'm using a Zen preset. You can only use Zen. If you use anything other than Zen, then you're not gonna sound like Frizk. There's some drums that I have. I put like some distortion on them just to make them hit harder. I've got some hi-hats playing. You're gonna wanna get some like dance music vocal and just like chop it up. What Frizk really likes to do is just put like random little ear candy and sound effects here and there. And I just have it play for the last beat of every 9 measures. More percussion stuff. You gotta have the think break in there somewhere, which is just this drum break that you can sample from YouTube or something. You basically just want to chop this stuff up and just put it here and there. Because if everything's playing all the time, it's going to get boring very quickly. Frizk doesn't always put vocals in his songs, but when he does, they're very light. And I have these drums that back the main drums. This is the drums without the sound effects that I added. And then once you add these, this makes them hit a lot harder. Here's another sound effect that I just put in. Like, I don't know what that is, but you don't really need to be super great at singing. You can also use vocals as a background element, as I did in this part. And what I did for this was I just made chords, and then I just sang one note at a time. So I would record that one, I would record that, and so on. And then I'd just stack them all up. And it sounded really cool. But yeah, singing's really fun. If you don't think you can do it, you probably can, just with enough practice. So I encourage you to try. One thing that's pretty crucial to Frizk's sound is like these little synths that just play once in a while. That adds a lot. And if you put delay on them, it'll add even more. Again, here I'm singing, but I'm having a pluck mirror what I'm singing in the background. It really adds a lot. Mastering wise, Frizk doesn't really do too much. I think he told me it was just multi-band compression and then a little EQing and then running it into a limiter. I'm not going to go over that in this tutorial because that's a whole nother can of worms to open. I guess I can show you guys the song now. This song is now out, so you should go listen to it.